You needed a bigger van.
Boy, did I totally underestimate the sheer volume of this. It's insane. Hello and welcome to the video. Now, recently, I've mentioned it a few times, we picked up a massive haul of stock. And in this video, I'm going to share with you what that was. But first, I will share with you the clips of it arriving. You'll see in here what it is anyway, but after these clips, I'll show you in more detail and explain how the deal came about and what it is I've got. So take a look at these clips of it all arriving and you'll see the sheer scale of it. I'll talk a little bit afterwards about the problems with the scale of this haul as well. Anyway, enjoy these clips. Well, you filled it.
I had to do it 3 times.
Well, we've made a dent in it, a small dent. You knackered yet?
Definitely. Empty van.
Almost.
Almost.
Jeez. Well, there's a big heap in the garden now. That's an understatement. Oh dear, what have I done? So all of the stock is here, and this is definitely a case of underestimating the volume of space a product takes up. Now, I've bought just over 900 pairs of work shoes, steel toe cap work shoes, and the trouble is they're all individually boxed and it's a huge amount of stock. So despite having quite a lot of space in the loft, I think I'm going to fill up the spare room and perhaps loads of room in my office and maybe Andrea's office as well. Yeah, totally underestimated this one. Okay, excuse my very sweaty face. At the moment I am stacking them up. I'm in my spare bedroom at the moment, so they're being stacked up floor to ceiling in here. As a temporary measure, if I can, I'm going to squeeze it all in here and then kind of go through an inventory check and then put what I can in the loft. But I'm not even sure we're going to fit it all in here, to be honest. So we've still got more than half of it to bring in. Okay, so the spare room is rapidly filling up. I've not put anything in the loft yet. This is kind of a holding room. We're trying to organise them by size. These are all organised by size. And as I'm going, I'm making a note of what we've got stock-wise and sizes here, so I can still get it all listed. But we're running out of space rapidly. Okay, so I've started to bring them into the office. A lot of the stock isn't in the big boxes, so I've put some of that's already split out here. And then I'm going to do a couple of stacks in front. This is temporary as well. The bulk of it's going to go in the loft once we've inventory checked it and everything. But as a temporary measure, everything else is going to be stacked here for now. If we go back out, it's looking a little bit better. Okay, so we're nearly there now, and yet tiny bit left. But that means the office is filling up. So I stress this is temporary until I can sort out space in the loft and get it put away. But it's quite deep, as you can see. I've just about got room to get down to listed stock. But yeah, I'm nearly there. I'm absolutely exhausted now. Right, finally it has all gone from there. The spare room is full. There's some behind here. There's some under here and under here, and then this ridiculous tower here. So these need sorting into size, checking inventory, and then storing the bulk of it away. But boy, did I totally underestimate the sheer volume of this. It's insane. There you go. The deal was too good to pass up on, so I'm very happy to have it. So there you go. We bought 916 pairs of shoes, specifically Wearmaster work shoes with toe protectors, and they are white ones. So this is what they are. So from the research I've done, these white work boots stroke shoes tend to be used within the healthcare industry, NHS for example, also within the catering industry, and some like kind of laboratory places request that you have white shoes. So there is quite a few kind of niches. There is a demand for this stuff. I obviously did my research before going for this deal to see what sort of demand there are for white work shoes. So these are slightly unusual, but there are a number of professions that do use the white style of these. So there's only one product you will have seen in those clips. There were other different coloured boxes and stuff. That was somebody else's purchase. Russ was going off to drop those off somewhere else. It's just all of the orange boxes in that clip that we bought. Now, we haven't just bought one size, we have bought a whole range of adult sizes in these shoes, from I think it's 5 all the way through to, I think the biggest is maybe 13, 12 or 13, with the peak in the volume of stock where you want it to be, so it's sort of 8, 9, 10. So that's what we bought. How did this come about? Well, a chap called Russ, who you saw in the video there, lovely guy, got in touch with me. He views the videos, he's a subscriber, and he runs a kind of wholesale company and deals with all sorts of different stock. We got chatting and this deal came up for the shoes, and I really wasn't sure it was something I wanted to get involved in, but then we started talking about price, and the deal was so good. We negotiated a price and I got it so cheap that I really couldn't not go for it, was how I felt. Now these recommended retail on these is £30 a pair. Now whether I'm going to be able to achieve that, I really don't know. I doubt it, but I got these. I won't share exactly how much I paid. That's between myself and Russ, but let's just say it was ridiculously cheap. So I could come so far down from the RRP and still make some incredibly good money. Plus, the other reason I felt safe to go for this deal is the price was that good. I could wholesale these. I'm pointing there because the ones that you saw in those clips in the office are still there. But I could wholesale these if I need to. What we hope to do with these is sell them all individually through eBay. But as I said, I feel so safe with the investment on this, because if we decide that they're either too slow or they're taking up too much space, which is a concern, we'll get into that in a minute, I could easily wholesale them and make a big profit on these that way. So, as I alluded to in the clips you saw before, I grossly underestimated what 900 pairs of shoes, all individually boxed, looks like volume-wise. Now, we don't have any off-site storage. So everything's had to come in the house, as you saw, and 900 shoe boxes is a lot of volume. In the end, it all went in the spare room and here in my office, and once we get it listed and check all of the numbers and everything, we will store the bulk of it in the loft. But it is way more stock than I anticipated. When we started unloading the van and stacking it up in the garden, I was getting more and more concerned as it was filling up the front garden that I wouldn't be able to store it all. So yeah, there's a bit of a lesson there. I should have been a bit more aware of the scale of this deal. But yeah, we will cope. We've had crazy deals before, but scale wise, it's certainly on a level with the car parts haul for volume, I think. But we are very pleased with the deal. As I said, we got a ridiculously good price on these. How quick they will sell is a big question, and we have no idea. They may be very slow sellers. It may take us years to clear this stock if we sell it all through individually to the end user on eBay, and we may yet go the wholesale route. That remains to be seen. I will link up here the video I made when the last big haul we got turned up, which was 1,000 odd cubes, puzzle cubes. If you haven't seen that one, check that one out. That was a tiny haul in comparison to this crazy haul. Thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you soon.